Hello, my juicy jelly beans. I'm so excited with this new project and nervous at the same time because I really enjoyed doing this and I like using different mediums and ways to use resin. This is also a collab with Donna from DNA Resin, and in this theme, we're to use a canvas and a silhouette. I will leave the link in the description box so you can also check hers out too. So I have this canvas which we'll be covering in black acrylic paint. That way we have a base. Obviously, depending on what you decide to make, you can have any colour as your base. Cover the whole canvas with the acrylic paint, either with a spatula or a paintbrush. Make sure to do the sides of the canvas too, then leave it to completely dry. This has completely dried and I'm going to use this stencil that I have of a silhouette. Decide where you want to place the image. I really hope you like this because I really want you to think outside the box because there are so many ways to play with resin without having to use a mould. Now, we want to add some texture. I'm going to use this coarse texture paste which you could actually make with sand and paint, but I'd have to drive 20 minutes to steal some sand from the beach. It's the first time I've ever used this medium, but when I saw Donna at DNA Resin use it on some coasters, I had to try it out. Although hers was a lava paste and they came out stunning. I'm going to use a stirring stick, which looks like a spatula. Spread the paste all over the silhouette. This has a nice layer of paste, and now we need to lift off the stencil ever so slowly. Try not to move it so not to move the paste. Hold it steady with one hand and with the other hand, peel it off. Nice! Can you see the image okay? I just love the silhouette. It's giving me Madonna vibes. Let's use a heat gun to help it dry a little faster, but we should leave it to dry completely for 24 hours more or less. Before we do, I still want to add more texture to the background. We're going to use another random stencil. I've got this one which I love. As the stencil isn't very big, we'll do it in sections. Use a spatula or a sponge to add the paste. It doesn't have to be perfect. Keep going around the edges with the stencil and the paste. With the sponge, we can also smudge some paste to break any lines we see. Then leave it to dry completely for 24 hours. Look at all these delicious colours. I'm going with purples, pinks, oranges and golds. That's my colour theme, but again, it's totally optional. This is completely dried. I'm actually liking it as it is in black and white. The coarse texture is so fun too. I can imagine this as an Andy Warhol pop art effect, which would look really cool. I'm going to use this kiddie's paint palette. I really need to get myself a proper paint palette. So we're going to start off with the purple, my favourite colour. Add a small amount into the palette. We want different shades. You could mix up your own too, or even use mica powders or even alcohol inks or old eyeshadows, anything you have in your art box. I also want some black because I also want to darken some areas. Okay, here goes. Get your brush, actually have a few brushes. We're going in pure, no diluting with water. Start around the outside of your canvas and begin with the darker shades, and then pour inwards with lighter shades. We're going to dab the paint, not swipe. I have this Jacquard Lumiere Halo Violet Gold, which we will add directly in the smallest, stingiest amount. Jacquard Lumiere does the most beautiful colours, and this comes from a pack. I will link everything I'm using in the description box. We're now going to start with the pinks. Again, we will use different shades. I used to hate pink, but lately I'm really loving it. Have a bit of purple too, just in case we need to blend any harsh lines. Let's add a bit of shimmer with this pearlescent magenta, just a little stingy bit. Now for orange and yellow. This will brighten everything up. Just remember to blend it into the pinks. I'm fast. Let's add some metallic gold. Yep, I'm going to be tight with this one too. I'm sorry, but I hate wasting pigments because I never want them to end, and they make me so happy. Let's add a bit of black just to the corners of the canvas. That way it will bring the focus inwards. We need a soft hand, as we don't want it jet black, just a shadow. I've got these chameleons, which, funny enough, are pasty. They aren't very powdery. Weird, but fun. This one in particular is a magenta gold. I'm having fun, and we can add whatever we want, and that is always fun. Pull stuff from your drawers and go crazy. How about some chameleon gold? Oops, I dropped some onto the canvas. Need to blow it off so it doesn't smudge. We're going to use this colour to highlight some of the more raised areas. For the face, I'm going to use the metallic gold. This is all done, but I'm not very happy with the black. I find it too overpowering. So I'm going to go back in with the same colours as before to blend it back a bit. I will super speed it up so you don't hate me. And lastly, with the leftovers on the brushes, we can softly brush some of the colours over the face too. Gosh, I'm so fast. What do you think of my new nail colour? I used Tiny Turner Starlight over purple. Just shows you can use your pigments for other things besides resin. For resin, I'm going to use J Addiction 4-Hour Cure, which is a 1:1 by volume. This resin is a lot thicker. My resin has millions of bubbles, which is expected. I've put it through my Resiners bubble popper, and just look how clear it has come out. I'm so impressed. Big thank you to all my subscribers and channel members. You guys are the sweetest. Love you lots. Pour your resin over your piece and spread it all around. I'm going to use my hands, but you could use a spatula. But this is more fun. Keep watching for the end results, and don't forget to watch Donna's make, because I know it's going to be awesome. Toodles!